Well, my whiteboard has appeared, so I'm extremely happy. It got delivered today. Okay, I'm waiting for the spotlights, which are going to come tomorrow, so the lighting will be a lot better from then. Okay, so I've just remembered something. You know, like you sort of go shopping, you've got a list, and then you realise you need to add something else to the list. Okay, I thought, oh, good, I'll get that in a minute. And of course, I did my shopping, I got back, and I realised that I forgot. And it was shaving foam, believe it or not. Okay, let's have a look at today's reading, which is around you and a love interest. Okay, we're going to look at your life path numbers. We're going to add them together and then use that number to take a tarot card. Okay, so let's have a quick reminder on how you work it out. You put down your date of birth. So, for example, the 19th of the 3rd, 1978. Okay, that's yours. And then your love interest, which could be, for example, 4th of the 5th. If I'm spot on, by the way, just put a comment below. I mean, with these numbers here, okay. 4th of the 1st, 1980. Okay, so yours and a love interest here. What you do then is you add together all the numbers. Okay, so 1 plus 9, 10, 13, 14, 23, 30, 38. Okay, got 38. We need to add these numbers together. We've got to use the numbers between 1 and 9. So if it's bigger, then 3 plus 8 is 11. But 11 is also bigger as well. So we add these two numbers together to get 2. Usually we could stop at number 11 because it's like a special number. It's a master number. But for the reading, we're just going to use the numbers from 1 to 9. So you've got to break it down again. So your love interest, for example, 4 plus 1 is 5, 6, 15, 23, which equals 5, okay? I'm going to double check. Okay, I'm going to double check. I mean, I used to be a maths teacher, but my mental maths isn't brilliant, so that's probably why I'm not a maths teacher anymore. Anyhow, so we've got 1 plus 9 is 10, 13, 14, 23, 30, 38, it becomes 2, okay? And then your love interest, 4 plus 1 is 5, 6, 15, 23, 2 plus 3 is 5. Then what you do is you add together the two numbers. 2 and 5 is 7. That's the magic. Okay, that's the magic number. Number 7, okay? That's the number you're going to use in the reading. So work it out for yourselves, for you and a love interest. Add together the numbers. Okay, and then what I'm going to do now is going to rub this off, okay? So don't forget, just add together all the digits. You can freeze it anyway. Right, so just rub this out. I need to get a cloth as well, or a board rubber. I remember when I used to be a teacher, I used to go back with blue hands, you know, or red hands, whatever colour I was using. I've got some magnets here as well for the cards. So I'm going to put the cards up here and then pull them out, okay? So from 1 to 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see that? Just move it up slightly because I learned from my first video I didn't have enough room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I've got some magnets here, as I said. In fact, I went around the shops earlier. I tried absolutely everywhere and couldn't find any because these ones aren't too good. I need good nails. My nails aren't brilliant. So just getting the cards. Okay, gonna give them a good shuffle. So everything comes out. You know, I don't fix anything. Okay, I just shuffle and whatever comes out, comes out. Okay. So what I'm going to do is going to use these magnets. Okay, got the first one. That's number 1. Okay, next one. Number 2. Next one is number 3. Number 4. See what I mean? Number 5. I need some bigger tarot cards as well. So I've been looking online, but if you know any really massive tarot cards, just put a note underneath. Right, we're almost there. Right, excellent. So I'll just put these cards to one side. So we've got the 9 tarot cards here, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you pick number 1, which is this one, we get the 10 of Wands, okay? I mean, number 10 is very much about, if you like, the end of one stage and the beginning of a new one. So again, if you think of number 10, if you add together the 1 and the 0, then you get 1. So it's like sort of starting over here. So I do feel something about cycles, yeah? And I get like a vision of like ever decreasing kind of like circles. And it's like moving from one cycle and then into another cycle and then into another cycle. But what I feel here is it's more positive, more healthy. Because I do feel there's been a lot of like vicious cycles, or you've been going through a lot of vicious cycles. And with vicious cycles, you just go down and down and down and down. But this is more healthy because each cycle, a bit like Groundhog Day, it's that kind of feeling where, you know, he comes back day after day, the same day. You know, he becomes a great pianist. You know, he can speak loads of languages. It's that kind of feeling here. It's about improvements and it's about looking at something and actually making it better. Right, if you chose number 2, I get the High Priestess, okay? What that card is saying is to trust your intuition around the love interest, okay? It shows that you do have good intuition, but at times you don't trust it, okay? I'm also seeing something coming from beyond the curtain. So something's going to be revealed to you, which is going to give you more insight around this love interest. Right, number 3. Right, we got the 2 of Cups in the reverse position, okay? The 2 of Cups for me is like ding, ding. It's a soulmate card, okay? So it's this very deep spiritual connection you have with somebody. But the card is in the reverse position, so it's like there's this coldness, this distance between the two of you. There is this deep spiritual connection, okay? But things aren't right, perhaps at an emotional and a psychological level or even physical level, okay? But at soul level, yes. But on the earth plane, we need these other things as well. So there could well be, there's a lot of coldness, a lot of distance, but you all come back together at some point. Right, number 4. I'm going to do this before it gets dark. Right, okay. Oh, wow, it's the 2 of Wands, okay. That's even stronger than the 2 of Cups, because I see that as like a soulmate connection. This, for me, is the twin flame card, okay, which is very much about 2 halves of the same soul becoming one. So I do feel this kind of like twin flame connection around you. You may have been seeing like repeated signs. And it's like you're having similar experiences, and even though you may not be together as such, you're having similar experiences, okay? So they go through something, you go through a similar thing, or you go through something, they go through a similar thing, okay? So if you work on yourself, then they'll also improve as well, okay? Because of this divine connection between the 2 of you. And again, you will come back one day. Right, number 5 is the 5 of Pentacles, okay, which I'm going to put here. 5 of Pentacles. It may be that you need some time out to reflect on this situation. I just feel maybe there's been a lot on your mind and it's just been overwhelming. It's like you've been in the thick of things. It's like weighed down and you kind of want to get away from it. Also, the number 5 as well is very much about conflict. So there's some conflict around you. But number 5 is also a middle number as well. So it's very much about conflict that will lead to middle ground. Number 6. That's funny, that's number 5 as well. So that's confirmation. I'm going to put my glasses on. I can't see, it's getting dark. Right. Oh, okay, right. So the next one is the 4 of Swords, okay? I do feel there's some healing going on here, okay? And what they're saying is there's nothing to worry about. So something may be concerning you. They're saying there's nothing to worry about there. It's going to be okay. But I'll see this around your love interests as well. And there's a lot of healing going on with both of you. Could be some kind of separation, some kind of coldness, but you need time apart so that you can kind of sort of work on each other, but in an individual sense. Okay, so you need to work on yourselves, and then you can come back together. Okay. Oh, it's also talking about there is going to be more stability coming up, and it's given me within the next 2 months here. Right, if you chose number 7, got the Prince of Cups in the reverse position. Okay. I do feel there could have been some distance, or there is some distance between you and a love interest. I feel that a love interest could be holding back their feelings, not coming forward in the way which you wish. But what this card shows in this position for me anyway, in the reverse position, is like an outpouring of emotions. It's like a dam with all the water. It's kind of sort of built up so much, it's just going to explode everywhere. So could well be some positive and negative emotions coming out in that. Number 8 is the Lady, okay, the Empress in the traditional tarot. It can talk about a pregnancy somewhere around you, maybe family, friend, but there's certainly a pregnancy there you'll hear of if you haven't already. It's also about expansion and growth. Things may have been challenging, okay, but I get roses of success, okay, roses growing from the manure. Yeah, it's a bit like the wind helps the seeds to scatter, the rain helps them to grow. The wind and the rain are quite challenging elements, but they actually help the seed to actually grow into something beautiful. And number 9, which in the traditional tarot is the Devil card, okay? So it can talk about there is some kind of attachment to somebody at the moment, okay? It's like you try to let go, you try to move forward, and then you're just kind of sort of just pulled back, okay? You get so far and then you come back. And what I get with that is there is some unfinished business here. That's very clear, okay? And again, it's like this computer game. You want things to move to the next level, but first of all, some pieces have to be picked up, and then you can move to the next level. And also with this, it could be about repeated cycles. There could be someone around you, perhaps your love interest. There could be some problems here around addictions, or some kind of sort of trouble going on here, okay? But I do feel there is going to be a release coming up over the next month where things are going to move forward for you. Okay, don't forget to comment, below if you found anything useful, if you can see any improvements, or if you have any questions about how to add the numbers, then just drop a comment below. Don't forget you must subscribe, comment and like. Thank you.